Hey, everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge Podcast, episode number 196. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Follow me at the Sky Lounge on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music. And also check out the Sky Lounge on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Without further ado, let's get shit started with episode number 196, Destruction of the Excess Bodily Fat, Exercising Amidst a Pandemic. Kids, Kung Flu is kicking the world's ass right now. It is. This fucking Chinese virus, it's forcing a lot of folks to stay home, and it kind of denies accessibility to the gym. So you got to get a little creative with your exercising, right? But thankfully here in Las Vegas, most things are opened, but with a bit of an asterisk on there. So as I discussed in a recent episode, Las Vegas has issued a Nevada has issued a statewide mandate, which affects the city of Las Vegas, where everyone now has to wear a mask in public. It's the whole no shoes, no shirts, no mask, no service motto. And so because of that, I discussed how gyms now require you to wear masks when you're in them. And so despite that kind of frustrating aspect of the gym, I had to go. And the main thing was the lead up to going to the gym, which was yesterday, July 1st, Bobby Bonilla Day, kids. I just didn't feel like I was getting the most out of my workouts at home. And I have moments like that where it's a bit of stagnancy, whether it be lack of equipment at home or lack of motivation because you are at home. And I'll be honest, man, there are times where I just smoke a little too much and try to work out, and that shit just does not fucking work. So yesterday was one of those days, Wednesday evening, that I just had to say, fuck it, just go to the gym. Who gives a shit about this mask world? Just buckle down. You wear elevation mask in the fucking garage in 100-degree heat for like fucking 40 minutes to an hour at a time. So wearing a goddamn mask throughout the fucking workout in a cooled gym shouldn't be a fucking problem. So I'm already, buckled down with that mindset of positive shit. Let's fucking go to the gym, have a good old time. And yeah, it's not everyone's ideal, fun time, so to speak, right? I mean, most people don't like going to the gym. I mean, as you can tell with the United States and the fucking obesity rate, but I have a wonderful time over there. So I'm driving over, and man, oh man, as soon as I get to this gym called Las Vegas Athletic Club, LVAC, here in Las Vegas, I see a bunch of fucking kids with just dozens of cars just fucking lined in the back of the fucking parking garage here in LVAC on the west side of town. And good Lord, it's just a bunch of fucking teens and early 20-something-year-olds showing off their fucking cars, doing goddamn, what the fuck are those goddamn spinny shit? Wheelies, right? Wheelies, and burning rubber, some shit that you can smell from fucking miles away. And you begin to wonder, like, what kind of fucking self-righteous asshole does this shit to look cool? Apparently fucking kids. Holy fucking shit, dude. You're just an old bitch. To be quite honest, I don't really give a shit about cars. All right? I'm a dude. I don't really give a shit about cars. The whole thing about cars for me is very simple. Get from point A to point B without dying, right? In the safest manner possible. That's really it. Cars are just a functionality. They're not a fucking aesthetic thing. Who gives a shit about that? The whole thing, though, is like you can't say the same thing about working out. Yes, aesthetics do matter, but also function matters. If you're just pure aesthetics, like what the fuck is the point of that shit? You're just a big hunkin' fucking veined out dildo looking motherfucker. No, that's just mean. I know the fucking effort a lot of dudes and gals put into the fucking gym. I know that, and I'm just being a cunt because the start of the workout yesterday was kind of hampered by these little assholes in the fucking parking lot driving their little fucking Tokyo Drift shit and making all goddamn Asians look like moronic fucking stereotypes. So, yeah, that's the shit I have problems with, right? And sometimes that anger shotguns into other aspects of things that I like, unintentionally or intentionally. So I don't mean to shit on fucking bodybuilders. I don't. Or fucking those strongmen. Good lord, strongmen are awesome. Big fucking giant motherfuckers lifting heavy shit. It's absolutely fantastic. But yeah, there are times where, my words get a little bit, shall we say, bit on the collateral damage side. So with all that, with that anger, I'm already walking into the gym, pissed off. I got pre-workout in me, the blood's getting hot, and I have anger and motivation to just start fucking going through, punk ass kids being little fuck boys and fuck girls, just occupying fucking space in the fucking parking lot for no goddamn reason except flexing ego that doesn't even fucking matter. But once I'm in the fucking gym, I just wear the mask the entire time. I'm wearing the goddamn mask the entire time. It's one of those disposable masks that you can get for $1 anywhere, literally fucking anywhere. And I recall just working out in that mask the entire time, and it felt like by the end, when I'm, finishing off the workout with the fucking, Stairmaster for 10 minutes, I'm thinking, wow, I feel like I'm fucking suffocating in this fucking wet ass, peed on tampon panty fucking cloth on my goddamn face. But man, oh man, it was another challenge within the exercise sense. So it was fun, annoying, but fun. So that's some of those lessons that you just have to kind of take away. Especially now with gym action having been limited for 2 months here in Las Vegas, at least 2 good months. It's just one of those things that you just have to appreciate as an amenity that's, finally back, but, with limitations. But it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. I mean, I complain about the gym all the time, but the fact that it's back, it's astounding. I love the fact that the gym is back, and I apologize if I keep scratching my nose, boys and girls. It's very fucking itchy. I don't know if they're fucking fur from the pups, on the shirt or in the fucking air. I don't know what the fuck the goddamn deal is, but my nose itches, and sometimes I touch my face. Amidst the pandemic where you can't do any of that shit, right? You can't do any of that, normal shit, right? And yeah, the normal shit at the gym is not wearing a mask, but here we are in 2020, wearing a mask the entire time. And the super annoying part of this story, which feels like it's going on forever, I find out at the end of the fucking workout after I text my buddy that you actually don't have to wear the mask the entire time, especially when you're lifting. Just when you're moving around the gym area, the space, you just have to wear the mask. And I completely didn't, understand that idea, which boo-boo on me. Boo-boo on me, kids. And that's the thing. Despite mistakenly, shitting on, the bodybuilders, the strongmen, I know when I fuck up. I know when I fuck up, and I'll admit to you folks I fuck up. But I know what I didn't fuck up, finding that motivation of anger and just pushing it through with those fucking fuckboys. But this is the one thing that I kind of have an issue with when I work out of the gym or any kind of public space, is there's too many distractions. And it's something that I kind of embraced and kind of wholeheartedly accepted, especially within a 2-month, shutdown period where nothing was open, and you just have to just work yourself out at the gym, at home, or if you can, manage to get stuff, get equipments, that's what you got to do. You got to fucking figure it out. And one of the things that it took me a while to figure out was, you can't have distractions. You got to fucking focus up. You can't fucking go into a workout with other bullshit in mind, right? You got to clear your thoughts and have your fucking brain on the task. So that's one of the more difficult aspects of now just going to the gym and trying to do shit. There's so many distractions, especially all you fucking thoughts. Okay, let me just fucking put out my frustration here. Okay, real quick, ladies, I understand that you got a wonderful ass. You got great tits. All right, And you like showing that shit off at the gym. I get that shit. But listen, don't accentuate your shit thinking you're all the fucking hotness. All right? Calm the fuck down. Do your fucking work at the gym and stop showing off your ass. And don't get offended when dudes are looking. Now, granted, when a dude's creeping, that's fucking weird. But when you just see a quick glance, like, expect it. Because you're dressed like a fucking flamingo and a peacock. You fucking attention-seeking thought, you. Fuck off. Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm a fitness influencer. That's the stupidest fucking term ever, man. Influencer. What the fuck are you influencing? Influencing me to just fucking shit on you? Get the hell out of here. The whole thing during the pandemic that I realized also is if you're fucking posting workouts as a normal person and you're not any sort of fitness person, you don't have any goddamn certifications. If you're posting workout videos on any social media shit, I automatically think you want attention and you're not going to get to your goal. Because you need validation from the public to do your fucking focused work. Get the hell out of here, dude. Real grind, you don't fucking show to people. Real grind, you don't fucking tell people. Real grind, you keep to your fucking self, focus up, visors up, and fucking get to work. Right? And that's something that I had to learn in the garage. This hot ass fucking garage that I fucking spend a lot of time there now. Just for working out purposes. It's only like an hour or so. So it's not really a lot, but it's, it fit the moment of the sentences. But in the garage, it's just you. Just me. Just me, my music, and my equipment. And there's no fucking staff to get me if I injure myself or if I fucking pass out from dehydration. So you have to focus up. You have to give it, you have to be 100% alert. And that's what I absolutely adore about, working out in the garage. And again, let me tell you the conditions of what I work out with in the garage here. And it's not a flex. It's not a humble brag. This is just my setup. And I want to tell you folks what I do in there. So I explained this a couple of times already on the podcast. So I have body weights that I purchased from Amazon.com. Very cheap, surprisingly. I got the fucking legs sitting at 20 pounds, right? So 10 each. The arm, it's 5 each, so 10. And then the chest weight, which is about 20. So that's about 50 pounds. I had a weightlifting belt from years back. All of Valio, if that's the right brand name, all available on Amazon. Super, super cheap, relatively speaking. And I put all that on. Hoodie's already underneath there. And elevation mask is something that I also purchased years back. Just have to buy sleeves because shit's ripping apart. And I got free beanies all around from different conventions, free events. So with all of that, that's the equipment that you wear in 100+ degree weather garage, and got a couple of weights down there too. 2 little 15-pounders, 2 5-pounders, a 10-pound kettlebell, and a slightly deflated basketball. And that's where I just get a little creative. This is where I start, looking at myself and thinking, okay, cool. Like, what can we do? What, feels good to work out with? Of course, I have a general list of things, at least 12 to 15 exercises on the day that I'll do. But I'll also ad-lib a little bit, maybe move around, dance a little bit, just so like we're, using all our body parts. Because just, stagnant movement, I feel like you're just fucking yourself over in the long term. So garage workouts for me are just a real fantastic time because I'm all by myself. I can focus up, no distraction. And it helps you develop this mentality of just push through, fuck everybody, just push through. And this whole garage workout mentality all happened within the month of June. Before that, it was kind of hard to maintain weight and really any sort of consistent, working out or eating, because it was the initial part of, the pandemic and closing down. So before June, man, I mean, my fucking weight went up significantly. So little fun background story, kids. A couple years back, I was 330 pounds. Okay. Mind you, I'm 6'5", but 330 is fucking huge. That shit was disgusting. I had days where I woke up, heavy breathing, couldn't fucking, feel certain parts of my arm at times, not all throughout, but like there are generally times where it just didn't fucking feel right. So it kind of scared me into losing weight quickly. And unfortunately, the way I went about it was kind of through this bulimic fashion, where I would binge eat and just fucking barf out all the shit I ate. And that's some brutal truth, man. Not a lot of people know, but there we go. It's the cat's out of the bag, motherfucker. But yeah, no, I mean, there was a good chunk of years where I did this, and I went from 330 to, at lowest I was 235. At lowest I was 235, 240. And that shit got kind of fucked up because my health started kind of deteriorating at that point. Mentally I was just depressed all around. I was so focused on, external outward appearances that you kind of lost sight of like, what was the point of losing weight? And, we'll talk about that in a bit and what I think the point of working out is. But at that point, for a couple of years, I was just, repeating the cycle of, gain weight, and drop down. And then we got to this year where I don't know, there was something that kind of clicked in me, like, you don't throw up anymore, man. Like, it's only getting worse for you. Your body is falling apart in that sense, so get your shit together. And June was when I really buckled down. June this year was when I really buckled down. I haven't thrown up for at least over a month. So I see that as a major step. But before June, I was sitting at around 283. So all of that shit, kind of culminated back into, boom, 283. Like a fat 283, fluffy, gross. And right now, as of this recording on July 2nd, I am sitting at 266 pounds. 17-pound weight drop, which I don't really see as impressive or an achievement. I feel like it's just this initial stage of losing water weight, and I could do more. I could definitely do more. You can see it in the body, when you take your clothes off, when you look at yourself naked in the mirror. Like, if I have a full fucking mirror in the room, so I'll look at myself naked straight up and I'll be like, oh shit, you got that thing to work on, you got this thing to work on, damn, you fat motherfucker, you gotta go in the goddamn garage, bitch. So that's the whole thing now, where it's not just to please other people. Now it's like a personal thing where I have to look at it and be like, yo, this doesn't feel right, or this looks gross, do something about it. Like, now it's just like a self-kick kind of thing. And the whole thing is now, like, a clear number is something that I do have in mind, which is trying to set it around 220 to 235 with functional strength. But the dream weight would be 200 for me personally. And it's not easy. Like, who the fuck said this was easy? I mean, I got to a fucking point in my head where I thought, oh, if I just barf enough, I'll lose weight. You do, but it's not the right way. It doesn't fucking hold out, and longevity-wise, you're only gonna fuck yourself. So again, kids, I'm a fucking stupid idiot. I learned through failure. I fucking fail, and I'll get back up, and I'll try other shit. And this is kind of like my path now, where I am accepting like what I am in terms of physically. You're not no fucking model. You don't gotta fucking go throw up after a goddamn meal. Don't do that shit. Be a normal fucking person. And figure your shit out, figure out your weaknesses and your strengths, and just kind of go from there. And I know now, start of July right now, that within a workout, setting, I know I can focus. I know I can grind out if I need to. I know I could push myself. But the biggest challenge moving forward, in my opinion, for me, is food. Yeah, your boy loves food. I fucking love food, man. Even when, for years, I would eat and just fucking binge and barf, I still love the taste. I still fucking, experience what that, tastes, all the ingredients and all that shit, what that culminates to into the taste. So I'm a fucking fat ass. I love food. But I know, for this Project Fat shit, you got to focus on food. Food is such a fucking big part of losing weight. And, there are so many iterations of dieting and exercise plans that I fucking tried out through the years. And I gotta tell you, the whole thing now that I realize is, you gotta just fucking do your own research and, figure your own shit out. Because no one's gonna fucking do this for you. All right? Like, no one's gonna fucking tell you to go to the gym unless you hire somebody to do that. But I feel like that's fucking cheap. Oh, but it's expensive. Like not in the literal sense, but like it's cheap in the fact that you yourself can't motivate yourself enough to go work out. Right? I'll tell you my motivation every day. I go look in the fucking mirror, full naked, and I think, oh, gross. Gross. You gotta work on that shit. There's plenty of things to work on. Like, what the fuck are you satisfied about? Right? Those fat people that tell you, oh, I got curves. I'm sexy. I got it going on. It's like, nah, you're just fat, dude. You're just fat. I don't care if you're a guy or a girl. You're just fucking fat. Hey, if you're a girl, all right, you got big fat fucking tits, but you're fat as shit, your tits don't fucking count. Is that cruel? Probably. But fatness is a fucking disease, man. It's a fucking disease. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Obesity is one of those fucking leading gateway goddamn disease holes, right? Like heart attack, any sort of fucking fat, excess fat in the body issues, heart disease, like any of the fucking cardio shit, like cardiovascular shit. It's gonna fuck you up. And if you tell me like fat isn't a disease, you're wrong. It's a fucking disease, and you got to fix that shit. You can't just fucking sit there and tell me, oh, fat is great, and we got to accept fat. And okay, I'm gonna rant about something real quick after I fucking get the shit out my nose. Jesus fucking Christ, I don't know what the fuck is going on with this goddamn nose, but it is super itchy right now. And again, I apologize, boys and girls, for keeping to get at the nose for at least like 10 or so dozen fucking times on this goddamn recording. But listen. You know what pisses me off? Fat models. BBW, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Fatties who get paid to model. It's disgusting. You know why? Because being fat is a physiological illness. It is your body screaming at you saying, hey, my bones are getting crushed. You're fucking up my blood circulation. Can you fucking lose some weight?
I gotta put a Big Mac in my mouth. Can you make that an extra large fries and Coke? Don't judge me. I'm gonna go on GQ and complain that the male physique is too hard. I'm gonna go on Cosmo and say women shouldn't be judged by their fat. And fat women are attractive too.
You're fat and disgusting. Go fuck yourself. Oh, wait, you probably can't do that because you can't reach your pussy or your fucking dick, you fat, nasty sack of shit. Fat is a fucking disease, all right? It's one of the main fucking diseases in this country, by the way. illiteracy, and obesity. Yeah. It's fucking disgusting. But we live in a world where that shit is rewarded. And I'm here to tell you, don't reward that shit. Don't reward bad fucking behavior and fat behavior. It's not right. What you need to do is promote physical fitness. You know why? There is, I believe, a positive correlation between physical fitness and positive mental health. Okay? And like I said, listen, through the years of being, kind of in that bulimic state of mindset, man, like, you have to understand, like, you can't just fucking cheat yourself out of losing weight, all right? You can't just fucking binge and fucking purge and expect shit to fucking happen all right all the time. You got to work out. You got to understand your body. You got to fucking put repetition on your fucking body to sculpt out the nasty excess fat. Because that's how you live longer. And have a more, healthy lifestyle with less problems and less visits to the hospital. Oh! Like, you go to the fucking hospital, you meet a doctor one time, and they tell you some bogus shit that costs you thousands of fucking dollars. How about instead you take the fucking initiative and say, hey, maybe I could just go for a fucking jog once a day, and hell, that might improve my health. But I don't expect the average Americans to think for themselves like that. I don't expect them to fucking do any of that shit. But for those of you who do hate yourself in that sense, right? If you're fat, you got to hate yourself a little bit. Or a lot. I mean, in my case, I fucking hated myself. And I still do. It's gross as shit. But that self-hatred can lead to some self-assessment and some self-analysis. And in turn, you could kind of figure out and configure what you should do and what you can do. And like I said, man, physical fitness, I believe, has a very strong positive correlation with positive mental health. As you keep, stay active, you make sure your body isn't, dud, and, stay on top of it, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel like one small aspect of your day you conquered because it's something you can control, right? But I know it's hard. I know it's fucking hard. Like food and dieting, I told you, I've had years of just miserable fucking behavior, where I, again, binge and purge. Not a good fucking thing, guys. Don't fucking do it, by the way. That's the PSA for the day. Don't binge and purge. It's not good. It fucks you up. Okay? Just saying. The real thing is, like, with weight loss and everything, it's about hard work. It's about grinding. It's about the subtle things that no one sees. Getting yourself up for the gym. Pushing yourself for that extra rep, right? Or doing one extra set of something that you don't really need to do, but you want to do, right? That's the difference. That's what fucking pushes you and should push you. Shit. But I'll tell you what, man, I tell you that I prefer the garage, gym, and I love, just the regular gym, but I have to mix it up now. Like, I know for a fact that I have to mix it up now because just doing the garage stuff alone, it's not going to get me to, that physical level that I want to be. Just going to the gym alone is not going to do that. So I also add a bit of yoga on there. And now what I plan to do is try to do yoga in the garage at least once a week, and perhaps also add hiking onto that, where I go up the mountains on Sunday or on a weekend and just, train the body and mind that way, right? All for what? All for what? So why do this? Because I want to fucking be better. What else is there to say? I want to be better than I am. And, from that goal, a lot of other fucking shit, starts popping up. You start learning about life and yourself, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, man. Won't lie about that. Eventually, man, I mean, if given the years and time and dedication that you put into it, I'm hoping that, physically I'll have an ideal, fucking beast ass physique. And somebody that I look towards in terms of physical physique is LeBron James, despite the fact that I think this dude is a fucking clown in terms of his social awareness on everything going around him in the world, his political literacy. It's all a joke. But again, physically, I appreciate it as a basketball player and as a human being. That physiology that he's got, with like 6'7", like 250. Jesus, dude, he looks like a fucking monster. He looks amazing. So guys like him, Christian McCaffrey, running back for the Carolina Panthers, are two cats I look at and think, wow, that's awesome. That's something that I will strive for. But at the same time, aesthetics isn't all of it, right? You got to also, understand functionality and hope that your mind and body can intertwine and mingle and get shit done, move that way and get yourself better. And so with all that rambling and kind of nonsense with the spoke, I'll ultimately end it with this, kids. Get some exercise in and quit being lazy cunts. I'm a lazy piece of shit and I'm pushing myself to work out now. So if I can do it, you can too. Weird, right? But that's the truth. That's the fucking truth. So, while I smoke from my pipe, kids, I want to tell you, next episode on the Sky Lounge, we're going back to sports ball. 2 days of just kind of scattering around with bare skeleton scripts and oozing out words within 30 minutes doesn't feel like the right vibe that we had in June. So, kids, the last 2 days haven't been my best work. It hasn't, straight up. And sports ball can perhaps change that. So be on the lookout for that tomorrow, kids. All right, motherfuckers. And grab one little fucking smoke here while I say goodbye to you. Average looking motherfuckers, probably. So, anyway, I appreciate you dropping by this episode. Follow me at the Sky Lounge on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Music, and also check out the Sky Lounge on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And until next time, kids, fuck off. Get a script next time. Okay, stop yelling at me, fat fuck.